gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay, that was a really fast 15 seconds, Christina.
I know. It was
Trying to get
like
this candy out of my mouth.
15 seconds.
It's all gummed up in my teeth.
What kind of candy is it?
I think Courtney. Did you leave this here, Courtney? No, what? The candy. No. Someone left candy here, and that was a big
You just
mistake.
ate it? You would eat candy that was just sitting here?
Yeah, today I would. I'm going to eat this one too, but
Wow.
I'm going to take off my hat.
I thought you would never. What if somebody spit on it?
Bye, Courtney.
Bye.
Okay.
All right.
Shut that door. Let the outside world.
Okay.
Want to show me some chewing noises for a little while? I'm sorry.
Good morning. It's a good day.
Welcome to the 11th Hour Radio.
Say our sponsors.
I'm the one who's chewing the candy.
Okay. We'd like to thank our sponsors. And our sponsors are Rivendell Restoration and Painting.
And Mountain Folk Concert Series.
And
Howville Farms.
And one more. It's the Grease Collective, the Tunbridge Grease Collective,
Yeah,
which
I think
is
there's more, but
No, that's
Or
it.
forget- okay.
I'm telling you, that's it for us.
okay.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
You guys are listening to Christina Stikos and Emily Howe, broadcasting live every Friday. WEF3R, South Royalton, Vermont. Royalton Community Radio, 96.5, 11th Hour Radio.
Yeah, baby.
Just trying to get the rest of the Starburst out of my teeth, and then we'll move.
I'm
Good to go.
so hungry. I had this.
Oh no, I had a present for you.
Really?
Oh, it was really important too.
And I brought you a present. I didn't forget my present for you.
I know,
I
I'm
brought
really
her a pair of leather chaps.
Yeah.
I've had this pair of leather chaps
Assless
for
ones.
like 40 years or more.
I can say.
Let's see,
assless
how
on the
old am
radio,
I? I'm
right?
60, so 40. No, I'm probably more than 40. Well, I got them at a yard sale in my 20s, I think.
They look like
And
they look totally mint.
yeah, they're great. Well, I
It's
never
really exciting. They look long for my legs,
Uh-huh.
and I hate to cut leather, even though leather doesn't need to be hemmed. You know, it's
Yeah.
like pre-internally hemmed already, but they look perfect for Eli's legs, and he will be really excited because he's had a pair of chaps like every year as he's grown, and I haven't bought him any recently because as you get big and more leather is involved,
Yeah.
they're really expensive.
not
They're like
cheap.
$200. So I was
Yep.
like, buddy, you're just going to have to wear regular old riding pants like the rest of us.
Yeah.
But now he's going to be super excited. And it probably will fit me too.
That's
I just
great.
might have to cuff
You
'em.
Just let me know how it went.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so hungry, and I had such a good muffin.
You should eat some of that
yesterday.
candy.
Oh, that would make me sick.
Oh, it's hurting my teeth now. I think I have a cavity, or I have like a crack in one of my teeth.
Well, you should think about muffins for breakfast, because I'm still thinking about the one that I had yesterday. I'm still thinking about it. It
I've
was
literally
so
eaten
good.
nothing but sugar today. This is not cool. No, I had 2 string cheeses on the way here, but string cheese is really hard to eat when you're driving stick shift because you need to keep one hand on the wheel and you need to have one hand on your string cheese, and also you need to shift. So I was trying to like hold the string cheese kind of like a cigarette so that I
Yeah.
could shift and not touch the string
Right.
cheese to like all the grubbiness that is around my shift console.
So you took the plastic off. It was out.
Yeah, I was eating it, and
out
I
of the
like to take my
plastic.
time with string cheese, enjoy
Sure.
it. I don't bite it.
Sure.
I string it. I like peel it apart with my teeth, and that's the way I
Oh.
like to eat it. So
I never did that with string cheese.
You just bit it, like a piece of it off?
Yeah, I didn't know you
Oh,
could do it.
no.
Well, I
You
didn't
string it.
I didn't eat much of it.
why else would it be called string cheese? It would just be called the cheese stick.
I never
otherwise.
stopped to think about it. It just
Okay.
was. It would have taken a certain amount.
tastes
of,
much
I
better
didn't
when you
have
string it.
time. I didn't have time to stop and think about why they call it string cheese. I just thought, well, it's rather elongated, so that's a string metaphor.
No, it's strings. It's mozzarella, so it's dry and it pulls apart nicely.
Wow, you can learn stuff when you're older. Like really, really old.
Anyway,
You can learn
it was
stuff.
a challenge. It was a challenge to eat that. But other than that, I've only had sugar this morning because you know what?
What?
Every once in a great while, we will buy the Fruit Loops, the big bulk Fruit Loops
Really?
at BJ's.
After all I've told you about Fruit Loops,
yeah,
you're
after
still
all I
gonna
know
buy
about Fruit
'em.
Loops, I occasionally
You
just buy
shouldn't.
them.
You shouldn't buy anything with a barcode. It's all contaminated. Anything with a barcode.
Right, but I
So-
know, and sometimes it just happens. It just happens, and so I ate those.
I know it's hard.
I did eat the string cheese in the car, so that was good.
Yeah.
But then when I got here, I saw the giant tub of candy again, and I just started eating it. But speaking of sugar, I had a present for you. One of our fans, several of our fans, did you get to go to the fair? Several of our fans came up to me and talked to me. And it was so exciting to have
Martha.
Fans.
Martha came.
Yes, I saw Martha. She was lovely.
Oh, sorry I missed Martha.
It was funny because I saw her and I was like, I know her, but I could not put the name to the face just because, I'm bad with names anyway. But then as soon as she introduced herself, I was like, oh, of course.
Awesome.
And then, Tony, who suggested that our show be called The Show About Nothing, he came and he brought us presents. And I forgot to bring yours, but I will, Tony, don't worry.
I'm so excited.
Do you want me to tell you what it is? Or
No,
okay.
I want to be surprised.
Okay. He brought one for each of us.
He sent me a second list. So we need to sit down and look at all the possibilities. We just have left that for too long.
I took a selfie with him and I forgot to post it, so I'll do that too.
Oh, please do.
It was just really funny. It was funny to have fans. It was cool.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And I kept being like, people in my head, I was like, this is awesome, but people listen to us?
I know.
No, people don't listen to us.
I know. That's what's so great about radio is that we sit in here by ourselves. So we don't really have a concept necessarily of who at any given time is listening to us, but except for the, communications that people send. Mm-hmm. And that's fantastic.
It was pretty cool.
It's a unique experience in life that one might choose to have to be a radio host of a strange talk show. It's not something I imagined I'd ever be doing.
I know.
I didn't not imagine it. I mean, I didn't think I wouldn't do it. I just didn't think I'd do it.
It wasn't on my radar. Like, oh, this is what I really want to do.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I know.
Yours isn't that far off, though. I mean, you have a recording studio. Technically, you're kind of already a DJ person. I mean, you spend a lot of time with the headphones on your head and a microphone in your face and all these buttons and slidey things already in your regular life. This is very different than what I do in my regular life.
That helped me over the hump to do this with you. But you're the one that started it.
Theo started. Theo's getting married. Theo just had a baby.
Which is it? Marriage or babies?
Babies.
Kind of mixing those up a little bit.
Babies first. He just emailed me to see if our wedding venue was free for a date that he wants, and it actually is taken for the date he wants. So I'm hoping that maybe he
can switch. Maybe
I'm hoping he can switch. He didn't sound like he could switch, so it's probably got to be an important date.
Yeah,
I love how people are really set on a certain date, and then later you're kind of like, "What? It doesn't matter."
Well, some people go to astrology to try to pick the best day.
That could be.
Yeah. But
his fiance is, I believe, a yoga instructor, so I'm assuming that the astrology probably plays.
Everybody dates yoga instructors. What's that about?
They're the hot ones, I guess.
Is that the hottest thing you can be?
I think guys think that if you can put your legs over your head, it's a good thing.
Really?
Apparently.
You've thought it through.
I haven't really, but yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I do know all of my guy friends definitely are into yoga instructors.
Yeah, of course.
So...
Well, I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, we'll stop now. We'll just stop.
Yeah. I'm a meditator of sorts, my own way.
Right, yeah, but your legs stay down there for the most part.
Yeah. It's not all about
in public. Your legs
legs
stay where legs go.
I know, but my posture,
generally below heart level.
My energy when I'm communing with a higher power is cool, that it would be at least as cool as putting your legs over your head. I think.
Huh.
Well,
that's you saying that to me, not you saying that to a super horny guy.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say it to him.
No.
I just wouldn't. It doesn't go together, those things.
We should have a totally different topic of conversation now.
Yeah, well...
I didn't make a list, so I'm going to get my phone and see what the hell I've been doing this week. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, I had it plugged in. It was charging. Oh, it's 11:11. Make a wish.
I can't make wishes like that.
Why? That's the most wishable time of the day.
I used to have, I think we talked about this before. I used to have the one wish that I would always wish, so I had one on hand. If somebody said make a wish, I would be
that's
ready.
Your stock wish.
Yeah, but I forgot. It's been so long since I've been wishing that I completely forget what that wish was.
It's not just,
I'm going to have to sit
down or anything like that.
No, I can't get behind that. Just like the way you just said that just sounded so boring.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
I guess you're right.
If it was actually true, it would be good. But when you say it like that, it felt like...
I said it in a really blasé way, sorry.
You did. Say it again. Peace and harmony.
Christina, what about peace and harmony for all? What if I say it that way? That's nice.
That was not better.
No. Okay, wait. I'll try a different way.
Use some of your color.
Peace.
No, colorful.
Peace and harmony.
You wouldn't say that.
All,
say it how you would say it.
I did the first time in a sarcastic, really snarky way. That's how I said it. Because I'm jaded and I feel like we can never achieve that because everyone...
Guess what?
...is crumbum. What?
You're never going to make a good yoga instructor if that's as good as you can do.
I can put my legs over my head, but I don't do that for just anyone. No, I don't do this in public.
You'll have to say about peace and harmony better if you teach yoga.
I'd have to hit a little chime or a gong or something while I said it, really.
And light a candle.
No.
Maybe some incense.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, both. You can have both. You can have a candle and incense. What?
Yeah.
You don't know about this stuff. I do.
I guess, yeah.
I'm way more spiritual than you are.
Sorry. I picked up my phone to look at it and I was distracted by the wishing. Hold on. Just trying to figure out what it is.
I know what you did. Doing. I followed you on Facebook this week.
I practically didn't post anything on Facebook this week. It was the fair. It was the fair. I was recouping from the fair. I haven't yet slept since.
Yeah, you had the fair through Sunday. I mean, that was all you did. That's why you skipped. You skipped the radio show last week.
So did you.
I didn't skip it because I wanted to skip it. I skipped it because you were skipping it.
Oh, they were doing pre-recorded programs all day anyway, or something. Oh. I think that's the gist I got from.
Okay.
From
we apologize that we had to.
Sorry, guys. I was
gone.
My clothing was like see-through at that point with chicken grease.
Ew.
It was really bad. But it was good.
On
it was
Friday?
115. Yeah, it was 115 degrees in the kitchen, like on a little thermometer on somebody's backpack, like way in the corner, way far from the fire. But I like it hot, so I was happy to cook the chicken and the biscuits and the pies and stuff.
I think you lost weight.
No, I didn't.
No, you did.
I didn't.
You look so like small, and that's a great jacket. I love jackets.
I love jackets too.
This is the advantage of fall. Is that now all those jackets that you have?
I feel all bundled and uncomfortable.
I have 20 jackets that I'm really looking forward to wearing. And I wore one today. I got my Carhartt, one of my Carhartts, one of my three
I saw it out there on the table.
Yeah, that felt so divine.
I can't seem to get to where... Oh, there we go. Okay, I just wanted my Instagram feed so I could see. I see.
I tried using Instagram. I just can't get into it.
You do.
People are waiting for me to post there, but I just don't know how.
I never got into Twitter. I immediately lost my password.
Twitter's for snarky people. You're supposed to say.
I'm pretty snarky, but
you'd probably
never
be
got
good
into
at Twitter if you wanted to tweet.
But see, I love pictures. So
you can put a picture on Twitter.
Really?
You can put a video. I
just don't want to spread myself too thin. I really concentrate a lot on Facebook, even though I know it's for old fogies now at this point, or that's what the kids say. I'm not going into Snapchat or any of those things. I don't even get. That's too impermanent for me. I know everyone else says it's the internet is bad because everything you put there is there forever. A, kind of not true, and B, that's what I want. I want a place where what I say is there forever.
Uh-huh.
I feel like Snapchat is here, put a picture that's really cool, and then it disappears later. That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's only if you just want to put a lot of cleavage and stuff on all the time, but then you don't want people to know that you're really a cleavage shooting person.
Okay, I'm trying to follow this. I think I'm just a little slow this morning.
It's fine, I am too. I'm not even making sense, and I just had so much sugar right now, so I probably am.
Well, I had a lot of coffee. So I had coffee and you had sugar.
So we're equivalent in our...
Yeah. So I have a wedding at my house and you have a wedding at your house. It's so exciting.
You look way more calm than me, though. I don't know why.
Well, the people are so cool.
That's awesome.
They're so just chill. It's great. They're at my house now. And when I came down this morning, Bill was playing guitar. Wow. And they're just chill. The tent's already put up.
Nice. My people are kind of chill, but that's because they know I have to do all the stuff, not them.
Yeah, whereas my contract, which you sent me that contract, and I never did a contract with them. That's how chill they are. Whoa. So I didn't do the contract. I just said, we're just going to pull this off. And
I hope that they are still chill when one catches their hair on fire tomorrow night, and they're like, "Oh, we're going to do that, lady."
I know. I said no fireworks. but sparklers are okay.
Yeah,
I think
let people have sparklers at our venue.
Yeah, because it just rained. It's going to rain today.
Yeah, no,
so tomorrow's going to be fine for sparklers.
Sparklers don't usually damage property. They can burn small children, but whatevs. That's their parents' problem.
Right.
Yeah. If they don't know that they're 5,000 degrees on the end.
Yeah.
Somebody should be telling them. Doesn't have to be you.
Those hay bales that we're going to be sitting on, that they're mulch hay.
Oh my God. Are they out right now in the wet?
No, he's bringing them this afternoon. Phew. So we have a tarp. We're going to tarp them.
Nice.
Or put them in the barn. I can't decide what to do, but anyway.
You probably want to put them where they're going to go and tarp them because it's less to move later.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Just from my wedding expertise, that's what
I know. I just hate tarps. I hate dealing with tarps.
I know. We just have to have a place to drag it off and stuff it fast.
I know. I'm a landscaper, so I'm just like sick of tarps. By the end of the week, I am so sick of tarps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. But the weather's been
They need
gorgeous.
to make some more beautiful tarps because, whoever said that all tarps have to be
designer
like that
tarps?
Blue
that's a new
pool
idea.
Pool color.
Right.
That turquoisey, cheapy.
Oh, I don't get that
trashy
kind. I get green.
Like
you get
the
blue?
Olive green.
You get
no,
blue
but
tarps?
those somehow just turn up a lot.
Yeah.
We try to get they're like brown on one side and then they're like silver reflective material on the other side. I don't know why.
That's nice. That's high quality.
So John likes those quite a bit, but they're hard to find. You can find the blue ones anywhere. I just don't know.
You can order those.
Certain things always come in just one color. But yeah, they ought to put patterns on tarps. Different designs, You can get camo, but I'm not crazy about camo tarps.
You want something kind of frou-frou.
Well, I just think like
what about
stars?
What about coral?
Sure,
like your coat.
That would be okay.
That'd be cute.
That wouldn't be bad.
And the UFOs could land because they'd see the tarps in designer colors and they'd know exactly where to go. Because you would like that, wouldn't you?
No, I
yes,
don't.
You did.
I don't like UFOs.
Them.
No, remember, I don't like aliens. You're the one who likes aliens.
Oh,
are you confusing the two of us?
Maybe, possibly. Sorry,
I'm in denial of any alien.
But that's a compliment to you that I would confuse you with myself.
Oh.
You should be flattered.
Are you wearing a hairband around your wrist today?
Yeah, and a new jewelry item.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
Are those little amber? What are those?
Garnets.
Garnets. Garnets are awesome.
Yeah. No.
Garnets are native to Vermont.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, they have them over.
And it has copper on it too. That's good for any arthritis you may be experiencing.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm sort of in a strange fashion, having a strange fashion
I've never
week.
seen you wear a headband before.
On my arm?
On any part of your body. I'm trying to picture you with a headband on. Like,
I'm not much of a headband person.
But you are wearing a headband
on
wrapped
my
twice
arm.
around your arm.
On my wrist. That's different.
Right. I'm just assuming that you're holding it there for hair use later.
No, it's a fashion statement.
Oh,
I'm not going to put this on my head.
Okay. All right. I misunderstood your fashion statement. But
I'm
getting the vibe now.
So, here's what happened is I put it on my wrist like this, and I sort of felt this inkling of my ancestry somehow. So I thought, well, what could that be? What could be evoked by putting something on your wrist? And then I had this vision of these, what do you call it when you have this
gauntlet? No, I mean,
sort of, but it doesn't include your hand.
Wrist.
And
things.
I don't even know.
Old time mamas used to knit wristers for their kids, which were just, like your fingerless gloves that you like, but even lower.
I wore those too today.
They just were for your wrists.
That was part of my fashion statement.
Spot where between your mittens and your sleeve when you stretch or something and you have a gap of skin.
Mm-hmm.
So
like a snood or a snod.
Snood. And that isn't like it, no, because that would go in your hair.
Oh, I thought it was for your nose. What's the one for your nose?
What?
A snod.
I don't know what you're talking about right now. There isn't anything for your nose.
You can knit a little thing that just covers your nose.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No.
You've never done that?
No, I don't knit and I don't cover my nose.
I'm sorry. You're missing some stuff.
Snood is the little tiny lace pouch that you stuff all your hair in and clip to the back of your head.
Yeah, but it sounds
like horse riders wear them
but tell me,
Civil War ladies.
It sounds like it should go on your nose. Admit it.
A little. Yes.
See?
Well, you're thinking of schnoz.
No,
schnoz. Schnoz? Schnoz. If you're gonna, what's the nose word? Schna or sn?
We'll think about it during the song that I'm about to play here.
Shong.
This is it. Okay. This song is this is from Ben Reed's new album.
Whoa. You're just going to town, all showing off that you actually figured out how to move music onto your iPad.
I know. I don't even complain about it anymore because I solved the problems and there's nothing to complain about now. So anyway,
all right.
So this is Ode to Jim. It's an ode to Jim.
Oh.
Jim Morrison. It's an ode to Jim
Morrison.
Okay,
cool.
There's a cold rain falling in the night. The thunderbox and the lightning blinds his eyes. The devil's on his trail and there's no place to hide. A deep fear has gripped his weary bones. A deep fear grips his weary bones. It's the piece of the powder that he seeks, white lines of freedom for his mind. But a dark and tangled web is confusing every thought, and he's shaking from the cold in his bed. He shakes from the cold in his bed. If the sun comes up tomorrow, he'll rejoice. Hell, if the sun comes up tomorrow, he's alive. But if the sun comes up again, more torment will begin, with his fame masking the truth of his life. His fame masks the truth of his life. The devil's fingers wrap around his soul. He struggles, but the grip is tightening more. One last song escapes his mind, but the melody's not heard through the rattle of his last moment's breath. The rattle of his last moment's breath. There's a cold rain falling in the night. The thunder rolls and the lightning lights the sky. The devil's had his day. He took Jim's voice away and left his fame and powder scattered on the wind. His fame and powder are scattered to the wind.
tell you the rest of that story in a minute because I didn't get to the good part. But
well, I forgot that track, it starts with rain and it ends with rain. So it's very cool.
Like today.
Yeah.
This rain is supposed to be over. It needs to be over because I have some weed whacking and stuff to do when I get home, and I need to have it be a little drier than this.
Last minute whacking.
Yeah.
Get the scissors out.
And I got to finish mowing the parking field, which was kind of disappointing because I wanted to hay it, but we ran out of time to hay it, so I just had to waste it.
Sure.
I just had to drop it and waste it.
I'm sorry about that.
It's all right.
Would you like a spelling word?
Well, I don't have a pen or paper.
Okay, then here, would you come prepared next time?
I'll try. I was running out of the house so fast and furious, and I've actually got to still go to work a little bit for a minute, just even though I don't work on Fridays when I have a wedding coming up. There's a huge busload of older folks coming from some retirement home in Mendon, and the guide that I have on today can't handle them all by himself, so I'm just going to go over for a couple hours. But all right, give me my word.
That's nice. Okay, ready?
Not in costume. I hope you forgive me. Go.
Okay, this might be a hard one, so I'm just warning you. So take a deep breath. Okay, repeat after me. Psychopathic.
Oh, God.
Narcissist. Psychopathic. Narcissist.
Psychopathic.
Got it?
What? This is 2 words. Narcissist.
It's all related.
PSYCHOPATHIC.
Nice.
NARCISSIST.
Wow. I'm impressed with it.
Is it right?
Yes. Would you like to know what?
See, I know that phrase, so I think I can spell it.
I didn't. I thought I had looked up a psychopathic narcissist is different than just a plain old regular.
Well, psychopathic
narcissist.
ones have an actual personality disorder rolled in with their narcissism, whereas a regular old person can end up being a narcissist just because they're raised that way. Psychopathic is chemical and in their genes, I believe.
No, I think you're describing.
Backwards?
There's actually 3. There's 3 groups because there are people who have a personality disorder called narcissism.
Right.
But that's
people
different.
Are using it for like a catch-all recently for just somebody who's a jerk. Though.
Yeah, I mean, all of us occasionally have some narcissism, but that's different than the personality disorder.
People are using it to describe egotism, lots of other things, and
all right. Well, narcissistic personality disorder, is a long-term pattern of abnormal behavior characterized by exaggerated feelings of self-importance and excessive need for admiration.
So you and I can spell these words because we are married to them.
Yes, and a lack of empathy. That's very important, the last piece right there. Right. So I thought you'd like that, and you were right on top of it.
Well,
you spelled it correctly.
I don't like it, but I am familiar with it. Very familiar.
Okay, but you got 10 points.
Thanks.
So that's great. So you can feel good about yourself today. There's a word that I feel goes with the narcissist, not the psychopathic one. That's a little bit more extreme. Just your regular disordered narcissist. And that is, here's another spelling word. Get ready, get your pen.
I was doing good. Now you're gonna make me fail. Okay,
You're doing so well. You'll do this. Sycophant.
No, I can't get that.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Just try.
No, I can't get it.
Try, and try again.
I don't even know what letter it starts with.
It's got to be one of 2 things, right? Sycophant.
No. It's
got to be one of 3 things.
It could be like more than that, I think.
Okay, it's either a C, an S, or a P, right? Psychology.
Yeah, I know, but I still can't spell it.
Remember we talked about
say it again.
Pneumatic tools? Pneumatic.
What? Say it again. Say the word again.
Sycophant. Well, you know the elephant part of it's easy, right?
I have PSYCHIPHANT.
That's what I thought. No, it's actually SY.
You were pushing me toward the P.
I know.
Trickster.
That wasn't nice.
Sycophant.
I apologize for doing that. I don't usually do stuff like that, like trick people.
So SYCHIPHANT?
Did you say SYCOPHANT? Sycophant?
No, I said SYCHI.
No.
So
it's easier. It's like Stikos.
Oh.
The old spelling. Psycho.
Weird. Psycho.
Sycophant.
Weird. Here comes the train.
Do you know what it is? Let me just say
No.
quickly before the train comes. Sycophant is a servile self-seeker who attempts to win favor by flattering influential people. So
that's how narcissists
go.
begin.
No, they're surrounded by sycophants. Okay, I gotta open the door.
The train's coming. She can't miss it. No windows are open. What are we going to do?
I can't believe you heard this so far away.
I have
You're
really good
getting
ears.
good.
I have really good ears.
Here it comes.
Okay.
Here it comes.
The kids are screaming.
Wow.
Listen to those children.
Johnny Cash was on that train.
He wasn't.
He was. I felt it.
He's gone.
Yes, but he's with us.
Did you watch that movie? You
He's
watched
gone?
that movie? No.
What?
The Ring of Fire. Did you
No.
watch that movie? Oh, did I loan that movie to you? You should watch it.
I have the book. I have a book.
Okay.
I have his picture in my studio.
The movie's
because
pretty good.
I look to him. I look to his persona.
Joaquin Phoenix or
Like
somebody.
I don't,
played it really
I don't,
well.
I don't actually know what kind of person Johnny Cash was really. Like we don't know, but his persona was appealing to me.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if you would have liked him that much in person.
Yeah, I don't know either, but it doesn't
Oh, yeah, I'll
matter
give you
because
your-
there's something about his persona and the way he sang.
You just like because he wears
And-
black, and so do you.
I'm not wearing black.
No, today you're.
I'm
a little
changing
more
after that
blue.
shaman told me to stop wearing black. And he told me that shaman told me that back in the 90s, and I did the opposite, just like a petulant child.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm going to wear black because you told me not to wear black, but I finally agree with him now.
Okay.
And so let's talk about charisma, because I actually had that. Speaking of Johnny Cash,
Wow.
I had written on my thing that we might want to talk about charisma, because I keep trying to figure out what the heck it is. What is charisma?
I don't know, but that door is like a gaping eye looking at us. So you have to shut it. Thank you. Thanks. It was scary. It was scaring me.
I'm
Felt like
sorry.
anybody could have just
It was
walked by and looked at us.
It was scary to hear the train and then have the door open to the world. Like the world was right there.
Well, it's a little bit scary.
Okay, but we're okay now.
All right. Charisma.
Yeah. What do you think it is?
Well, I think it's kind of a charm that connects one person to like that people are drawn to.
But why doesn't everybody have it?
Because some people aren't people. They don't want to draw other people. They want to have an invisible shield. Charisma is somebody who doesn't want an invisible shield and somehow pulls off doing the non-invisible shield in a really winning way. I don't know.
Well, are you suggesting it's something you can cultivate? Or are you
I think you can cultivate it. I think some people are born with a very natural social winning manner about them, and then other people have to work hard to cultivate that. Like you are an introvert, but I've seen you perform or do other things where you kind of become you have more you put charisma on to because that's what people want and expect.
Well, okay. See, I think it's something. I think you're born with it.
Some people are.
I think it's like there's a charge to it.
Some people are born with red hair. Some people dye it later.
But don't you think it's like a what? Some people dye it later. Is that what you said?
I'm just saying,
Okay.
It's like a hair color. Yeah, some people are born with a certain hair color, but some people want that hair color, so they actually create it on themselves. It's the same as charisma. You can be born with it.
I think no.
It's just
you
not
can't,
always that way.
because it's an energy thing. It's like magnetism. You can't
I bet you can go and find people who are really not charismatic children or young people and have found ways to.
That's just social skill.
Well,
Or
I don't know how much.
See,
difference
I
there can be.
think charisma is a gift. So I think you're born with it. I think it's like a magnetism. And as with any gift, you can use it for good or you can use it for evil. So you can use it as a manipulative trait, a tool to manipulate others, Or you can use it to inspire other people sort of in a way of kind of universalizing it. Do you know what I mean?
I guess. I kind of just feel like it's a like automatic popularity thing. Mm-hmm. Like anyone would just look at somebody who's considered charismatic and think like, I like that person. I want to be near that person.
Right.
But I do think you can cultivate it. I do.
Okay.
I don't think that you have to be born with it. I do agree that most people who are very charismatic have probably always been that way. But I bet you can put a charismatic veneer on, and a lot of people won't know the difference. If you're able to be incredibly confident, people seem to be drawn to confidence as much as anything else.
That is true.
So it must have something to do with that. And you're not always born being confident. Confidence is kind of like a learned thing. Like when you finally believe in yourself, I think you can become more confident. You know,
I feel confident with different people. With certain people, I feel confident in their presence, and then in other situations, I do not feel confident. So it's very situational.
Yeah, I agree. There are some people who are just comfortable in any situation, pretty much, and that's bizarre. They can't truly be inside, but they're at least faking it well enough to carry it off.
Yeah.
I don't know,
that's
Christina.
Not our specialty.
It's complicated.
It is complicated. Like, I think it's more fun to try to figure out who your sort of authentic self is.
Yeah.
And then do that regardless of like whether it fits in at a societal level, because I think if you commit yourself to your authentic self for a long enough period of time, it will become part of.
How do you decide which is your authentic self? Like, we are so affected by each person we interact with. I've never been able to truly decide what my authentic self must be. I mean,
well, you must have people that you feel kind of more yourself
comfortable
with, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if that's because I'm being authentic, or if it's just because the amount of time maybe I've spent with those people, or
well, think about it this way. Like, think of a situation where you feel the most full version of yourself. Like, it could be alone. I mean, it might be that alone you feel that, or that you feel it sitting by the ocean, or, you know, or with a certain person, you might feel the most kind of expanded and relaxed and calm and connected. And
so, but I don't know, does calm and always equal authentic? Or are you just kind of bouncing your attitude off of the person you're with? I think it's like my handwriting. I've never been able to settle on a handwriting style all of my own. Yeah. Sometimes it's kind of fat and loopy, and other times it's like slanty and sharp, like old-fashioned lady.
I have that problem too.
Writing. And I don't know which my real. If I'm writing really fast, I try to think, well, that must be my real handwriting, because I'm just doing it the quickest way I know.
I think that more just reflects a certain type of creativity that is very changeable and mutable.
I just don't have my signature looks different every time that I sign something, and I feel that's troubling to me.
I was going to say that was just part of having an artistic temperament, but I can think of people who are artistic like John, who have a perfect calligraphy all the time. Yeah. Whereas people like you and I, every time we sit down with a pen or a pencil, we don't know what's going to happen.
No one would ever be able to analyze my handwriting or take samples of my handwriting and decide whether it was me or not, because it is always different. It's really different. I make my A's different than other people, like, all the time. I do the kind that has the little hook on the top. Yeah. And other people don't.
Just going back to what you said about, it does calmness. Is that necessarily the state of greatest authenticity? And I don't think so. But if you have a place of sort of being calm in not fighting against something in your environment, so you just feel kind of fully yourself, then what you're actually feeling is able to be expressed, because you're not working with sort of invisible boundaries that are defining who you are or manipulating you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a little complicated.
I just always find it very confusing, because I feel the most authentic when I'm playing part of something else, and that is odd.
Oh,
like
I like that.
I feel very authentic on stage, or dressed up as a certain other person, or in a costume, or pretending I'm, back in time or something else, and that feels very authentic to me. And obviously, it's not. That's not really who I am now in this time period, and everything you do on stage is over exaggerated and over, But so I confuse authenticness with like. Maybe just plain old happiness, or a place where you feel like you're doing your best work, more than if my personality has been totally stripped down to like the basic authentic pieces.
Well,
I don't know.
It sounds like it's more where you give yourself permission to be yourself, and you give yourself permission when you're on stage or in a costume. You have
it's
more.
It's just weird to me that I give myself permission
some protection.
To be more myself when I'm pretending to be something else.
Well, it's like
I feel safe then.
It's like me sitting behind a guitar and feeling like there's a certain part of me that feels very comfortable expressing itself if the guitar is there.
Right.
So, I don't know. There's a sense of safety.
Yeah.
That's there.
You need that little buffer around you.
Yeah. Okay. Time for another song.
Okay. What are you going to play now?
It's called Mandatory Time. I'm trying to remember who this is because it's stupid that I will complain about my iPad.
Okay.
It tells me the title and it doesn't tell me the artist. So if I just grabbed something,
I think there's a spot you can push so you can switch.
So you can see the...
so you can see it.
Yeah, because that's what happens. I look down, I see the title, and then I can't remember which artist this was. Right. But anyway, we'll listen
play it
to
anyway.
Here we go.
Well, they got me in for murder back in 1983. Locked me in this jail cell and they threw away the key. What I have done is what I've done. There's no one else I blame. But what's he doing here? What he did just weren't the same. Well, they say that he sold some reefer to some undercover kid at school. And the cops, they set him up big time, and they played him for a fool. He's just an average kid with good grades. He played football and he liked to swim. So what's he doing here? This ain't no place for him. Now I remember the Prohibition days, and I seen how all that went. When a bootleg runner's fortune could make you a senator or a president. But this kid, he ain't no Al Capone. His ambition never aimed that low. So what's he doing here? He's just a young kid who didn't know. They sentenced him to 10 years for this petty crime. The judge, he said, I'm sorry, son, but it's the mandatory time. There's murderers who walk in 5, there's rapists back out in 2. So what's he doing here? He just did what any kid might do. Now there's billionaire drug dealers from New York down to Panama who pay for their protection and who mock the rule of law. And you know, some of them are killers, just as hardcore as any kind. So what's he doing here? probably wind up in a chair. I ain't asking for forgiveness, I'll take my punishment as fair. But to see a kid so young and innocent in this godforsaken house of pain, oh, what's he doing here? Can someone please explain?
That was Elric Walker. I finally figured it out.
You did.
He's from, or last I heard, he was from Northampton. This is an album that's got some years on it now, but man, is it a good album.
That's pretty good.
I've never met the guy. I gotta meet him sometime. He's really a good musician.
Did we always had like floodlights out in our parking lot, or are those new? Or maybe it's just never been this dark before when we're in here.
It's so dark.
I pulled in and I was like, weird. There's big lampposts in the parking lot and they're on. The lights are on.
Yeah, and in here, lights are on.
Yeah, I've never seen the lights on in our conference room. I felt like a different room when I came in today.
Well, you know what's really cool about the lights in the conference room is that the switch is a push button. It's that old school where you push the button and the other one goes
click
out.
Yeah.
One goes out and one goes in. It's fun.
Like a pen that you push.
Right.
Kind of.
Right. So, I got lots of stuff on my list. I don't know. Do you have anything you're like dying to talk about?
Not really. I keep looking at my...
I have. Oh, yeah. I'll let you pick because we don't have much time. So we've got professional cuddling is one thing.
Oh, I've seen that. I could probably do that. I like to cuddle people, and I love to be cuddled.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. I don't want to be cuddled by a stranger, really.
Well, they're well trained to just cuddle.
I know, but I don't feel like I need strangers to cuddle me.
Yeah. Well, so suppose John was gone for 3 weeks out of 4. You might want to hire a professional cuddler. Just saying.
But I could have my kids or my sister or something.
Well, what if your kids were gone?
Yeah, I really do when my kids are gone, I flip out about not being cuddled. It's so weird because, moms are almost over cuddled for a while. I mean, I've read articles about how we're so over touched. We're touched out. Like often moms of young kids don't want their partners to touch them anymore because they just feel like their body is so public all the time. There's always a kid like hanging on your leg or wanting to like clamber up you and hold your hair and pull on your ear and all the things that kids need. They need your body for themselves. And eventually you just are like, let me be my own body for a minute.
I remember. I wouldn't let my kids sit on me when I was eating dinner.
Oh,
I always had to just move. And it was not just that it's hard to eat your dinner with somebody sitting on you, but it was just like I needed the personal space to focus on taking in the nutrition.
I hear that.
So, okay, so the next thing on my list, I have Bumblebee Disaster. I have, you're going to like this. This happened this week and it got very little media coverage, but Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
Was saved by porpoises.
Isn't Dick Van Dyke so old? Like, what was he even doing out where porpoises
what happened?
Was he pretending he was a penguin again?
No, he fell asleep on his surfboard.
Okay, wait, stop. Dick Van Dyke should not be on a surfboard.
He should be.
No.
He deserves it. He's earned it.
His last splash? Like, what was he doing? Have you seen the man
He was relaxing.
Recently?
He was being himself. He was
okay, but I'm just saying, fine, he can be on a surfboard, but maybe don't go.
Thanks,
if you're
Emily.
1,000,000 years old, maybe he should take somebody with him if he's going to go out on a surfboard.
Maybe there was a little bit of lapse in judgment.
Buddy system is a good idea, I think.
I think you're right that when you're on the ocean, you have to be a little carefuler because of riptides and things like that.
I mean,
and
it's fine if you want to just endanger yourself, but unfortunately, when you do things like that, other people feel compelled to go save you, and then they could be in danger.
Boy, you better call him up and give him a talking to, give him a little lecture.
I feel really weird about Vic Van Dyke. I feel like he's always aggravated me for some reason. It's like his teeth are too capped or something.
He was my first crush.
No.
Yes,
when he pulled his pants way down to his knees and pretended to be a penguin? I don't know why that bugged me. It really bugged me.
I don't even remember that part. I just remember him on the rooftops, and I really liked the idea of dancing on the roof with a dirty face. I thought that was the coolest thing, that you could just be so happy-go-lucky.
I found his like over-exaggeration kind of like irritating.
I understand, but he was so happy, and he knew how to just dance and sing, and he had a really bad job being a chimney sweep in the movie, and I liked that combination. I guess I've sort of lived up to, I've kind of modeled my life after
false
him.
impression from that movie that chimney sweeps like went inside the chimney and like basically swept it with their bodies.
Well, they might have.
They don't. Our chimney sweep now doesn't have a dirty face.
No, this is London.
So
Come on, it's different. It was different back then. They
sent
the little boys. That's why they had the little boys. They would send the little boys down the chimneys. They did. But let's get back to Dick Van Dyke falling asleep on the surfboard, because I think it's important to figure out what happened after that, because the good part is that he fell asleep, he woke up, he had drifted out to sea, and suddenly he was surrounded by porpoises, and they literally pushed him back to shore.
That's very nice. Although...
Don't be sarcastic about Dick Van Dyke being saved by dolphins.
I love dolphins. I love dolphins a lot. I have a hard time admitting that I love dolphins, because loving dolphins seems like kind of trashy for some reason. I just love them, but so many people love them. Like, if you go into like dollar stores, you're going to find a lot of little resin figurines of dolphins. And like some
they're not going to save Dick Van Dyke.
Some like ex-cousin's ex-wife or something of my ex-husband was super trashy. Like, I can't even describe how trashy. Like, everything in their trailer was like glitter resin figures of everything. And they had, and this turned me off of dolphins for a little while. They had their coffee table was these hideous carved dolphins that held like a glass, tabletop.
Sure.
And I remember looking at that and seeing all the aqua and aqua shag carpeting and dolphin blankets and stuff in their house. And I just remember being like, wow, if these people love dolphins, I can't love dolphins anymore. Even though I do love dolphins. Have you ever read like all the Madeline L'Engle books about dolphins? They're my favorite. I love them. I like always cry, and I think that I love dolphins. But
yes, and Ishi.
But I feel like loving dolphins is... I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
You just
and
really...
every single little girl about the age of 12 or 13, when you ask them what they want to be when they grow up, they're like, I want to be a marine biologist, because they love dolphins.
That's what Diana said.
See? It's Barbie.
We just
it's
found
like a Barbie pet.
We were cleaning out her stuff the other day, and I found this cute little note that said, I want to be a marine biologist, but it was spelled all wrong. It was spelled like phonetically.
She didn't want to be a spelling.
So well, she was going to throw that out, so I kept it because I think it's cool.
Well, they all want to be one, and I don't understand, like, where are all these marine biologists going to go? We live in Vermont. If you want to stay in Vermont, you probably can't be one. And there's only like probably how many of them in the whole country do we even need? So
wow,
I don't want to like
disagree
totally
with that
break
so
their
much.
dreams.
I disagree with that so much.
Yeah, but we have entire
do you know how much of the earth
classes of little girls who say they're going to be marine biologists? Like, we need some other stuff in the world too.
We need them. Look at how big the ocean is. We could have like more. We could have so many girls.
They literally just think they're going to just go on boats and swim with dolphins all day. They think that's what a job means.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, well, they're not going to get paid to do that. They're going to have to pay someone to do that. It's the opposite of what they think it's going to be like.
The new world is coming. The new world where people can go out on boats.
I would love to receive a paycheck for just swimming around with dolphins.
Co-create with dolphins.
I guess
we're gonna save the world.
Dolphins are smart.
So you can sit there and be cynical.
For sure they are.
But I'm going out with all those girls.
Did you see the
and we're going to save the world.
Was it a whale? No, that one mama whale whose baby whale died, and it carried it for like hundreds and hundreds of miles, the dead whale body, the baby whale. And it kept swimming up to the surface to like give the dead baby whale some air. And then when it was so exhausted it couldn't swim anymore, all of its little pod of other female whales came, and they knew the whale. They all knew the baby whale was dead, but they didn't want to make her sad, and they knew that for some reason she wanted to keep this baby dead whale with her, so they all took turns helping her and swimming the dead whale. They were like migrating or something, and they brought it with them.
That's intelligent life.
Of course it's intelligent life.
So there is hope in the ocean.
I'm not saying there's not hope in the ocean.
But so I had this dream.
Humankind
I had this dream. I just want to tell you before we go, because we have to go.
What?
I had this dream last night that I was cracking walnuts with Jackson Brown.
With your butt cheeks?
What?
I found a really...
You're so crude. How could you do that to me?
Because there were...
That was a sacred moment.
I don't like walnuts, but no, I used to have to put a Zumba meme out every day when I taught Zumba, and one of them was like, Zumba, crack walnuts with your butt cheeks. That was one of them. So I'm sorry, when someone says cracking walnuts, that's just the image that comes to mind.
Oh, thank you, not.
So if you had taken a few more Zumba classes,
okay,
imagine what you could do with fruit and nuts.
I never want to do that. ever, especially now.
No, I don't want to crack. I don't want to crack walnuts with anything.
I'm going to go back to sleep and dream of Dick Van Dyke and Jackson Brown and a big pile of walnuts. Okay, we got to go. You've been listening to 11th Hour Radio, I'm afraid. And we're going to go out on a track of music called Corrina, also recorded at my studio.
Who do you know who did this one?
Yes, this is Laughing Crow did this one. Okay.
We'll be back next Friday. We hope you guys have a spectacular weekend. Stay warm. It's starting to get pretty and leafy out there.
Yeah, light a fire. Thanks for listening.
Bye, guys.
Gotta burn, wanna shoot. Baby gotta burn, honey gotta bird will sing. Baby gotta burn, honey gotta bird will sing. Without Corrina, sure don't mean a natural thing. I learned to love you, babe. Honey, for I called your name. Baby, for I called, honey, for I called your name. Wouldn't change your love for money. Honey, you're my woman, baby, you're my woman, babe. Mercy, baby. Baby, I'm a hard luck. Mama, I'm a hard luck soul. Baby, I'm a hard luck. Baby, I'm a hard luck soul. Got a rainbow on my shoulder, shine like silver, baby. Look like Klondike cool. Well, I love you, darling. Baby, tell the world, honey, tell the world I do. Baby, tell the world, honey, tell the world I do. Ain't no man in Macon County loves you the way that I do. Got a bird, wanna whistle. Baby got a bird, honey got a bird will sing. Baby got a bird, honey got a bird will sing. Without Corrina, shut up mean a natural thing. Without Corrina,